Well, hi everyone. My name is Jane Crawford and welcome to my channel, The Book of Jane, where the tagline is spa-ing, it's a verb. So today's video is gonna land in the dry body brush playlist, and we are gonna talk about brushing yet again, because I am the head cheerleader or the head preacher, whichever you wanna call me, of the dry body brush world. Now, I have an 8-year-old client coming in to see me on Saturday for his birthday. His mother called and said, Owen wants to see you on his birthday. And I was like, great. And I get so tickled because he's been in my treatment room before. I have taken care of this child before. I do put children on my table if they would like. And he's so funny because he'll lay there and go, how many more minutes, Jane? How many more minutes? But his favorite part of the treatment, and his little back, is like this, he's little, is a dry body brush. Now, he obviously cannot tolerate my other two brushes. No, they cannot. But the number one brush, super soft, he can tolerate. Now I have another young lady who likes I actually have two young ladies that like my body work. One always wants me for her birthday. She wants to try the hour. Can I have the hour? She loves laying on the table, on the table warmer and feeling like a grown-up young lady. And the other one is related to me. And I am her massage therapist now, and she's 9. She might be 10 now. Anyway, so when I have kids in the treatment room, this is the level that I use. And I want to talk to you today about I'm calling this video a good brushing because I want you to tend to your family with these brushes. I want you to take care of your kids and your husband or your partner or your wife or your cousin that happens to come by, and I want you preaching to your family about dry body brushing as much as I preach to mine. Now, this brush right here is a made in China brush. It is very available kind of across the board. When I am in any major store, Walmart, Fred Meyer, Kroger's, any store that has Target that has sort of a beauty section, this would be where the hair brushes are and the massage sponges on that aisle in the store. I go see what they have on the shelf. I don't feel like there's a huge selection of brushes out there anywhere that you could pick from. I am going to take on that challenge. One of the challenges that we're having right now is this, my number 3 brush, my stiffer brush. Okay, it's out of stock right now. I only have 2 left in my office. They have no idea when they're going to get them in. They might be on one of those ships out there in California. I don't know, yeah. Now, this guy comes from Canada, so we don't have any trouble there. I checked on this. I have plenty of inventory here. This is my number 3 brush. But this is what you're going to want to do to start off your family. So when do you do it? How do you do it? What do you do? Okay, so I feel like you could put kids to bed with a good brushing, maybe a little lavender oil, and, tuck them in, let them go to sleep. If you can start a nighttime routine with your kids or even yourself or your family, 8 o'clock, all the screens go off. The lights go down, maybe soft music starts, maybe the sound of the ocean through the household, that the whole house goes, bam. And you step into your child's bedroom and you just let's just say you do a 5 or 7 minute brush on their back, or you brush their feet, or you just brush their hands, or you just rub their head for a little bit, maybe with, a little bit of lavender oil or a little bit of maybe wild orange or lemon, something sort of not so powerful to their nose that they've never smelt it before. And you just rub a little lavender oil into their scalp, and you pull their feet out, and you just brush their feet for 5 or 10 minutes. You know, let's just gently like this, you know, and you just put them to bed with a good brushing. Yes. Now, people roll their eyes at me. They do this. I don't have time for that. I'm like, well, yeah, we got to sort of start making time, because sleep is, I know, I'm gonna make you guys make time. Everybody's sleep patterns are kind of off now, and I feel like we need to really create a good routine at night. I don't know if it's a bath for you. I don't know if it's reading a book with all the, you know, with the lights really low, and you have that little book light that just shines on your book, you know. So I don't really know how your household works, and you've got to set up how your household works. But there really does need to be sort of that hour when things stop and everybody sort of starts quieting down, and a good brushing will really help you get into the routine of sort of making that happen with your family. I would say brush your spouse in your private time, you know, before you go to bed. So I had this conversation with a client one time. Well, I can't get it done. And I said, well, would your husband do it, you know? And I said, would your husband just, like, if you just took this brush to him and you said, honey, will you just brush my back for 3 or 4 minutes? Or, honey, can I just brush your back for 3 or 4 minutes? Yeah. And honestly, I don't know too many people that don't like their back scratched. And I hear this as well, like, well, my partner starts a massage and then he quits and he gets tired and he doesn't want to do it anymore, which I hear that a lot too. And but this, you know, this, you're just doing this, right? You're just like, let's say they're laying out on the bed, or they're on the couch, or maybe they're sitting on the edge of the bed, you know, with their shirt off, and you're just, you know, you're just doing his spine and brushing his spine and having a good time. And it's, I don't know, let's just say it's 3 minutes, and he's twitching, because guys really do normally like their back scratched. And it could just create a beautiful, beautiful routine for you to tend to your family. Now, I'm going to put this in the dry body brush lesson, which I think this is going to be 06. Maybe 05 or 06. I'm going to go check. But, you know, when you invest in these brushes, first of all, I don't want them hanging in the bathroom. I want them being used, okay? I want them being used by the whole family. I want you to figure out how they work into your life and how they can take care of your family. Please watch the whole series. I will put all of the series down below so you can start with 101 and work your way through it. Would love to answer any questions you might have about dry body brushing. I do have these 2 available right now. I can ship these out. I only have 2 left of the number 3, and we'll go from there. The whole set retails for $47. If you're out of town, it's about $6 or $7 to ship them. Fall in love with dry body brushing. Have a good week, everybody. I will see you next week here on the Book of Jane, where spotting is a verb. Thanks for joining me.